Living in a small island, conservation is a way of life. You don't know where your next meal could potentially be coming from. The connection for Palauans to this land is so strong. I remember going out fishing with my father, and so it's very important for me to share that same experience with my two boys. My name is Tuna. I'm the Minister of Natural Resources, Environment and Tourism. Fishing provides a significant revenue for Palau. But because of our geographic location, many illegal fishing activities come from Southeast Asia. They're invisible to technology that we have in place. When they do get caught, we've actually burned them. This poses a great concern for the industry here. There's two types of licensed fishing. One is pure seining and the other is long line. The main target species are big eye and yellowfin tuna, but throughout the Pacific, tuna has seen a significant decline over the years.
We observers, we are the eye and ear of fisheries in the region. We are the ones who actually see what's done on the boat, to monitor compliance within our regions. We are part of the crew, so we have to follow the rules on the boat. We have to do what they do. For me on this boat, I don't speak Chinese, so I just use pen and paper to draw something. So I have to call the chief or captain. That's how we communicate. You have to make friends with the crew so that once you ask for something, in return they give you back what you ask for. With some boats, with no observers, they are misreporting.
The main issue for the long line fishing is other marine creatures get caught accidentally, and this is bycatch. Sharks are very important for the tourism industry. They would have a very important cultural significance for Palauans as well. It's really ingrained in our culture to protect our environment for future generations. In the past, the fishermen didn't go very far. They could be fishing within 2 miles of the shore and actually catch tuna. These days, they would have to go 15 to 20 miles. You go out in this vast open water with high waves. We've had incidents of getting lost out in the sea.
If you go out more than 1 month, if you monitor all the sets and hauling, it's very hard. After this trip, I go back home, then go and hug my kids. I'm thinking of quitting after 5 more years. I'm out for quite a long time.
Palau realized we have very limited resources. So it's important that Palauan children grow up understanding, preserving, and conserving resources. I want my sons to experience the love of fishing that I grew up experiencing. If they can continue fishing for many years, then I've done my job.
Our world's oceans are the only truly natural, renewable resource. You add water, light, and then the inherent nutrients that are in the ocean, and voila, you have a highly productive system that provides an incredible amount of protein to feed the world. My name is Lotus Vermeer. I am a marine scientist with the Nature Conservancy. I work on our Western and Central Pacific tuna program, which is focused on reducing the bycatch of species associated with tuna longline fisheries. 1 out of every 7 people rely on seafood and fish as their primary source of protein. Roughly 2/3 of the world's tuna supply comes from this region. So chances are the high-grade sashimi that you're eating in the Japanese restaurants, or even the tuna that you're buying in Whole Foods, is coming from these highly productive waters. Roughly 1/3 of the total catch associated with longline fisheries in Palau are non-target species. Millions of turtles, whales, dolphins, rays, and sharks. And that's a lot of roadkill on this undersea highway. We're conducting research fishing trials that are all focused on the question, can we reduce bycatch and still maintain acceptable catch levels of tuna? The Nature Conservancy's chartered a longline vessel for about a year and a half, and we've done that in partnership with our key industry partner, Loon Thai Seafoods. We made this day-and-a-half-long journey, and we were able to find, in the middle of nowhere, this fishing boat that we are working with. And for me, it was just an incredible moment.
With this partnership we have with the Nature Conservancy, we're looking at our longline industry and testing different methods to see if we can catch less sharks and lessen the impact of the bycatch.
Can we reduce bycatch by using wider hooks? You see how it's curled inward? The sharks, the turtles can have a better chance at biting at the bait without necessarily getting hooked. Minister Sengabao is the very close an ally in fisheries reform. For me, it was absolutely critical that the minister be able to experience this firsthand and see what's going out in his waters.
The tuna fishing industry is a very important industry for the Pacific Islands and Palau as well. I'm hoping that some of the experiments that they're putting forward is actually yielding less of the bycatch. You know, we don't have huge landmass. We don't have the oil reserves like the Middle East. This is our oil. Tuna is our oil. And unless we manage it right, we could lose this industry in the future. We need to make sure that our impact is managed in a way that we can sustain the future of our ocean.
Ultimately, my hope is that we can ensure that our work here will result in significant and fundamental reductions in bycatch. And not just in the territorial waters of Palau. This small nation could really be the catalyst for marine conservation reform all around the world.